All right, so April 28th, it's been 2 weeks since we've been back here to the garden apiary. It's about 2 in the afternoon, 25 Celsius, 77 Fahrenheit. Got lots of activity with the bees bringing in pollen. I'll sit here and watch them. I'm going to adjust this box today. Get some bees flying in and out here. And then this is the swarm hive that we put in the Apiary. And I'm going to add a couple boxes there. I'm going to put some simple comb and a honey super on top of that. We'll see how they draw it out over the next couple weeks. Like I said, the simple comb, it's my first year using it. Looked interesting. We'll see how it turns out. Okay, so the Apiary hive, again, it's really easy to get in here. It locks all together, which is real nice. The lid becomes your inner cover, or not your inner cover, but holds your inner covers. I'm going to pop these off. Let me just set these down right in here. So we usually have a bunch of bees. Looks like they're ready to draw some extra comb here. Looking pretty good there. Lots of drones and whatnot. Set that there. All right, let's see how they're doing here. How they're drawn. Drawn pretty well. They're filling that up with nectar. Oh, it's filled up on both sides. You can check that out there. All filled up. And then we have this side here all filled up, so we definitely need more space. Set this on the side here for the moment. We'll see how our brood looks. It's only been 2 weeks, so it should be capped. That's what we got going on here. Drawing the comb out on both sides. That's good. Filling it with a little nectar. Let's get to the next one. Oh, full of pollen. They've been busy collecting resources. You can see all the different colors there. Get on this side here. Look at the variety of colors. Purple, red, yellow, some orange. Looking really good there. I have to wait for Anita to get here because I forgot my queen excluder. I don't want to put simple comb on here without the queen excluder. Give the bees a chance to draw up into it, but I don't want the queen going up there and laying any eggs. Oh yeah, here we go. Yep, she's running out of room already. We got this filled with eggs, larvae. Oh yeah, both sides here. My little pen here so I can touch the screen. Let's see if we can see that. Larvae and nectar in there. Looking good. They'll be capping that off shortly. Let's go back to our regular zoom. So I don't see the queen on here. Again, they're bringing in lots of pollen, and swarms are good at drawing out comb. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. That queen was busy, and they're starting to fill the nectar in between. When the bees emerge, they're filling it in, which is not what you want. You want them to bring that up to the top. So definitely got to get more space on this one today, which we will shortly. Again, we got a whole bunch of nectar up here, right up here, and then we got more pollen. So these bees are doing great, looking excellent. I'm just going to put the inner cover back on them while I wait for Anita to show up, and then we'll come back to this hive. Slide this stuff back together. I'm actually going to go on to this Hoover hive. Need to get that box out. That needs to go out to the mechanic apiary that belongs to my mechanic friend. And you can see how it's wore down a little bit. Let's see if I can get a little more bigger view here. There we go. Just give me 1 second while I grab a box. Okay, so last time we were in this hive, it was the hive that swarmed. So we should have a new queen. It's been 2 weeks. They did have capped queen cells the last time we were in here. So this will be interesting. I got to swap out this Hoover hive box for one of my boxes. Then when I get to the mechanic apiary, I'm going to swap my box back out for this box. Let's see what's going on. The bees will be dwindling down a little bit here for a couple weeks while the new queen gets involved here. But I doubt she'd be laying up here already. I'm just going to take a quick look. Oh, we got a hive beetle. If I can get to crawl out, I'm going to smash it. Oh, and look at that. Found the queen. Already, she is right there, bottom of that frame. That is a queen. So I don't know if she's been off and mated yet. We will find out, but I am going to put her in the queen cage here. Now that I know where she's at, I don't know if that's a virgin queen or not, but I'm going to move this box down and just lay her right on top of it. This box is really heavy. Get that hive beetle. And I'm going to leave her right on top of here. And this is the box that had the shallow frame. As you can see, they drew all this out here. This looks like it was a queen cell right inside. I don't know if I want to mess with that. But I do have to swap this box with my other box here. So let's see what we got. Let's set this up. Put our queen over there. Oh yeah, this box is ready for more space, that's for sure. Let's see what we got down here since we're in here. I'm going to have to separate these out. This frame out nice and slow, nice and easy. Ooh. Not a lot of space, so you pulled some honey here on this side, capping that, but they are filling it up quite well. Got nectar on this side, A squashed bee here. Get rid of that out of there. Just want to come across here and see what's going on. So this is the box that swarmed. We might find another queen in here, hopefully not. If we do, we'll make a little split. Full of pollen here. Still got some brood emerging. Lots of drones. Yep, still more brood here. They're filling it with nectar. So pull all this burr comb off of here. Yep. I forgot my bin to put burr comb in. That's all right. I'll just roll it in a ball and take it with me. Oh. Couple of drone cells there. That's all right. Slide these off. There we go. Let's get over here to the outside and see what's going on. Might swap out some frames here. Yep. More cells there. They're all nice and polished. Just a little bit of brood left. Stick that right back down in there. And get to these outer ones. See what they're doing here. We're drawing on this. Some drones. I'm going to shake these bees off, and I'm going to take this frame with me. I'm going to set that down here. Let's check this next one. Oh, it's a heavier one. Oh yeah, lots of nectar. I'm going to move this one up to the upper box. Yep, there's a high beetle. Coax it out of here. Squish it. There we go. Got it. Yes, lots of... Oh, there's another beetle. See if I can get it to crawl on here. Come on. There it is. Got it. We're going to put this in the upper box. In the same location. The outer edge. I'm going to put one of these new frames down in here. Two of them. We'll drop this in. Well, actually, let's slide this one to the outside. Yep, we got another queen. Just saw another queen here. Where did she go? She was moving quick. I swear she was a queen. And she looked like she was mated. And I don't think it was a drone. Huh. They move so quick sometimes. I'm just going to set this back in here. Hope for the best. Let's check this next frame over. We still got brood on here. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. And if that was our queen, I'm going to grab a frame from this box. Let's see what we got. We got some queen cells that were punctured and destroyed here. So we're just going to set that back down in here. Let them be, as they say. I'm going to put that brood together. Slide this to the outside. And let's see what we got here. I'm going to put this one in the upper box. I'm just going to slide these over. I'm going to put this beetle trap down here. Let's see if we got any more brood that's yet to emerge. Oh, Anita's here. And I'm going to set this down here. And these are more queen cells that were destroyed here. Cracked open already. Kind of trapped myself back here, but you can see here they've already been punctured from the side, so I'm just going to set that back in here. Make sure I leave a space for that third frame. Needs to go up here. So I'm going to peel this off. There's no reason to have it like that. Let's see if I can swap that frame out so they can draw a proper comb. I'll just set this right in. And we'll just scrape this off. Yeah, this is another one. It's got lots of honey in it. I'm not sure what to do about that. If I have a queen in here or not. I swear there's a queen at the bottom. And I know I could capture that first one. I think I'm just going to put her back in here and see what happens. I mean, you can only have one queen in a hive. I really don't want them. They can swarm a second time, but I'm going to give them more space, so they shouldn't want to swarm. So let me see this frame real quick. Rub some wax on it. Oh. See what happens here. Squish this down into a tighter ball. We'll see how that turns out. That on the outside here. Slide these together. So a lot of brood on this one. Both sides. It looks like we had the queen emerge out of this cup here. It was chewed out, popped open. And I'm just going to set this in here. It is possible to have more than one queen emerge and have them attack each other. This frame, an extra piece from the other frame. Yeah, this is mostly drone cells, so I'm going to stick this on the outside. I want them to fill that up with honey and pull it out of here and melt it down and restart. I don't know what to do with this queen. Like I said, I think I'm just going to release her back in the hive here. And they're not attacking her. Let's see what happens here if I leave her right on top for the moment. I don't want to make this hive queenless, so I'm going to let her go in here. Let's see if they ball her up. Alright, down she went. They did not ball her, so we'll see how it turns out. So let's smoke these bees one more time. Give them more space here. Back to the Apiary hive. Now that I have the queen excluder, I can put this down on here. Just going to slide this right on top. It fits real nicely. Still have some comb from last year. And then I want to put the simple comb on first. And simple comb is that plastic material shaped like comb. And you can see how it just slides in there like that, and I have it all butted up together. I ended up not tacking it together because once I had all 10 frames in, it did squeeze together nicely. So I'm going to leave that there. And then I'm going to put an extra box of foundation on top of that, just in case they don't like the comb, the simple comb. They can come up here and draw on that. And then I'll put these inner covers back on here. Again, they fit real nicely. And then we put our outer cover on and lock it all together. So that's one of my favorite features of the Apiary hive, is the way it locks together. Last time I was in this, I wanted to reverse these boxes, but I held off because the queen was still laying in that honey super. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop this off and get down to the bottom before I do anything with this top stuff. So I could use a little room here. This isn't lined up properly here. Line that up. There we go. I can squeeze that back together. Alright. Problem with this box here is I still got to put handles on it. So luckily it's not too heavy, and I can just lift it like that. Alright. I'm going to pop this box off. Afraid of that too, having the queen excluder or the reducer come out. Beekeeper told me a while back, he says, "Why do you take your reducers out?" I said, "Well, they need more air, don't they?" He says, "Well, in the wild, how big's their hole? Usually about, yay big. It's pretty small." So that's a good point. So ever since then, I usually leave my reducers in. Sometimes I open them up a little more, but I usually give them a smaller space to defend. Slide this on here. There we go. Get that bee out of there. We can slide this back in. There we go. The bees will repropalize that in, seal it. This bottom box seems pretty light at the moment. Not surprising. Now that I made this the bottom box. Yeah, we got nectar coming in here. Yeah, they still got to draw this out pretty good. So I'm going to leave that in here for now. Go on to the next one. Again, this is another one of those boxes I made out of the Advantech wood. Oh, this is full of nectar. And then we got brood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap these two frames here. This one on the outside. It's still drawing comb, but there's no nectar in that. So I'm going to put this one with all the nectar right here. And we're going to move this one with the comb. Not exactly sure yet, because this next frame is full of brood. That's what I wanted to see. Full of brood there. Full of brood there. So we're going to slide that over. Go to the next one. Same thing. Very good pattern. They're starting to fill the holes with nectar and pollen, so I'm going to give them that gap. Give them the extra space above them. They will move that nectar up above, turn it into honey, leaving more space down here below. We'll see if we can find the queen in the other box. Hopefully she's not up there. Oh yeah, we still got lots of brood here, so a quick check for her. I'm not seeing any eggs. A lot of larvae. Nope, could be some eggs out here. One of these days I'm going to try the rubber gloves compared to these gloves. Oh yeah, we have eggs. They get so much propolis on them. But I do like the fact that they usually protect from most stings. Not 100%, but they're pretty good. Still amazes me, people that can work their bees in short sleeve shirts and just a veil. I imagine the face is one of the worst spots to get stung. I'm not experienced in that. My wife is. She usually gets stung when I'm working in the bees. She'll come out in the yard and ask me a question, and the bees don't like it, so they go after her. I'm just going to keep looking for the queen here. Hopefully I can find her. And then I know she's in this bottom box. Look at that brood pattern. Just solid. So this is really good. Alright, so a lot of honey here. Bees bringing lots of pollen. Lots of pollen there. So I'm going to guess that the queen is up above. I'll drop that back in here. I'll check the last frame since we're here. Well, this is that frame that I threw in here for them to clean out, and they've cleaned it out now. You can see there's still a few dead bees in here, and then the other side is spotless. So I am going to turn that around. Let's get this beetle. So no luck finding the queen in this one. So what I did is I shook all the bees down into the bottom box. So we'll go to single brood chamber. I'm going to put the queen excluder on here. And then I'm going to put my medium box on top that still has some brood in it. And it has some drone brood, unfortunately, so they won't be able to get through the excluder. And then I'm going to put another box of empty foundation in between here. I'm going to take a couple frames out. Again, I got a whole thing of drone brood here, but nothing I can do about that. I'm just going to stick it right up top here. We're going to checkerboard this so the bees will draw it out, and brood will emerge, and they'll fill it in. And the other box here had some brood in it also, so the bees will draw back up into the top box, cover the brood, space these out here. This one's all nectar and stuff, so I'm going to stick this one on the outside. So I tried to get as many drones shaken out and put down below so they don't have to suffer with the excluder. And here's more drone brood, but I'm going to stick that right here. They say to not separate your brood, but I think it's warm enough out now that it will be okay for those two frames of drones to be separated. And then I'm going to put this other brood right in the middle here. That will give them some fresh frames to draw on. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We're going to head on over to the mechanic apiary now. Thank you.